everyone, it's Kiru, and in this video I'm going to be doing an unboxing of Lelouch and Suzaku's statue and ring style figure by Freeing and Mega House. So this one here is super expensive because it comes with like actual rings, and let's just say that the price was really high. So it was on my radar, but it wasn't really that high on my list of figures to get because of the price tag. But I seen it on Emmy recently and it had gone down to like 50% off, and I couldn't control myself and I kind of just ordered it when I seen the price drop. I was like, I can't, like I have to get it. I'll be doing an unboxing of these. If you're interested in knowing what's going on and why I haven't been posting recently, I posted a community post on my YouTube page. So if you wanted to go check that out to get any information, if you care at all, you can do that. So let's get right into the boxing. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And I have my social media links in the description below as well that you can check out, as well as some affiliate links. So let's get on opening. It comes in a, of course it came in like a bigger shipping box. That's been long recycled. It comes in a outer cardboard box, as all Mega House figures tend to. And again, if you don't know about these characters, they are from Code Geass. Amazing anime, highly recommend if you get the chance to watch it. Beautiful, great, political, action drama, it's great. So this is what the outer box looks like. So the box here doesn't have any windows at all. It is just the pictures of the figures. So I wasn't necessarily a shipper of these characters when I originally watched the show. I can definitely see the appeal for sure, and I feel like if I would have watched it now for the first time, I probably would have shipped them. So I'm just gonna open up the tape here. I'm not sure why these were on 50% off. I don't know if they just made too many and they weren't selling them because the price tag was so high, or if there was something actually wrong with the sculpt and mold. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So I'll get these open here. I have one other figure like this that comes with rings. It is my Dokusei figures. I have a video for them as well, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out on my channel. Dokusei is like Classmates, the manga anime. It's for a BL series, and they are holding rings as well. So it comes with instructions. As always, I don't think I'll need the instructions for these types of figures. That just doesn't seem necessary. The inside of the box has a pattern there. You can't see it because there's no window, but that's a nice little touch. I always like little details where they make the boxes pretty. So this is how they are packaged here. We have, of course, sandwiched plastic, and then the rings are down here in the bottom. So we'll get to those after. But this is how the boys are packaged. I don't see any tape, so I'm just gonna pull them up. So we're gonna lift that up. Before I pull the boys up, we have some little decorations to set down in front of them. We have these little flower decorations to set up by their feet. Oh, I guess they don't have feet, by their waists. And then we have one for Lelouch as well. This one here has little red flowers. The branches are quite nice. It's actually a nice little detail where the other figures for the Dokusei or Classmates doesn't have anything or like anything to make it look like there's a base. It's just the two busts and then the rings. So I will pull Suzaku out here. He has some plastic protecting his fancy robes. Ooh, that is quite flexible, so it's definitely something to be careful with. Slide all those off. He has little ribbons here. This is him there. And of course, I'll show you guys a closer look in a little bit after I get them out of the boxes. So there's Suzaku. We will pull out Lelouch here. He has lots of plastic protecting all of him, making sure there's no paint transfer underneath. What I do find actually really cute about these figures that is almost low-key kind of gayer than even the Dokusei Classmates figures, even though that's literally based off of a BL, that they're actually kind of almost holding hands like this, and you have Suzaku's hand behind Lelouch, and the two of them kind of holding hands with the rings in them, and then Lelouch's hand out here. And if you want, you can pose them separately like this, Oh, I actually missed something in the box. So it looks like if you decided to pose them separately, you could have them holding the flowers. So you'd have Lelouch with the red flower in this hand, and then you'd have Suzaku with the white flower in that hand. I'm definitely going to be having them holding the rings because I want them to like kind of hold hands as well. But I'll pull out the little flowers quick. Although it looks like Lelouch can actually hold his flower anyways. So here is Lelouch's little flower, and you would just set that on in his hand like that. Yeah. And then same thing with Suzaku's. He has a little white flower that you would place in this hand of his, like so. You probably can't even see it, like that. Very cute. So that's if you wanted to pose them separately. I dropped his flower. But I'm going to be posing them together with the rings, so I won't be using these. I'm just going to set them back in the box. And now I'm just going to open up the rings here. I got size 9, which I believe is the smallest size they offered. I'm pretty sure there was also a like 10 and 11, maybe? I can't remember exactly, but it was around there. So Japanese ring sizes are different than ours. I believe 9 is similar to a 5 in North America. I think. I can't quite remember because on the last figures as well, I had to search that up. So I just bought the same size that I got on the Classmates ring figure. And these are the rings here. I'll show you a closer look of them right away, but this is how they are packaged in there. It's just a kind of plainish silvery box. I do wish it came in maybe a more themed box for Code Geass or anything just a little fancier than just this kind of standard. Feels not super premium. And like I said, the original price for these figures was really, really expensive. I think it was around like 30,000 yen, something like that. But I did get them for half price. So I wasn't really complaining too much. I still think the price was expensive, what I did spend on them, but compared to the actual price, it's not bad. So I'm going to set them up really quick and then I will show you guys a better look at them. Okay, so here they are up closer. Since I don't have a base, it makes it really hard to film like a 360 of them. So I just set them on a piece of paper and I'm going to rotate them that way. I think I understand why they weren't selling as well. There are some quality issues that I'm not a huge fan of. And here are the rings. So we have Lelouch's ring here. Even the rings don't seem like that great quality. They look really nice in the photos, but they're just kind of meh, I guess. I don't know. I'm having some issues with them personally. So yeah, this one's Lelouch's. It is gold. It has this kind of like black detailing on it. It's a little hard to see. You can see the little Geass signs right there. And then on the inside as well, it is engraved with Lelouch. And then here is Suzaku's ring. So similar thing, except he has a different symbol. I can't remember if that symbol is exactly for the knights or something. I'm not positive. I can't remember. Please ignore my nasty nails and my super dry skin right now. My current job means that I'm washing my hands a ton and my eczema is not enjoying it. So same kind of detailing with the black, it's just silver. It has engraved Suzaku in the back there. I'll bring the figures over so we can take a look. So this is how they look set up. I don't have the rings on them, but I will set those on there right now. So there they are with the rings. I'll move that out of the way. And you have the little flower decorations. I do think the flower decorations seem a little cheap. Like, you can see a lot of mold lines on them. If you can see right here on the red flower, you can see some mold lines there. Just some weird paint texturing. The wood itself is pretty flat looking. There isn't really much detailing to them. You can see some more mold lines on the white flowers as well as some of the wood here too. We'll start with Lelouch. Their faces don't look bad. Their faces look fine. Their hair looks fine, but just sort of seems a little lackluster. Both of their outfits are this kind of shimmery white, so it's like a pearlesque color. If you can see, some of the paint here is a little smudged up on his clothing. You can see some weird paint textures and such on his clothing there as well. You can see some weird mold line on the soft part between his thumb and his index finger. I don't know, it just seems like a little, like the price point they gave for the actual quality of the figure is not really worth it, in my opinion. Again, I paid half price, so I'm not complaining too much. The concept is really nice, and I think like the art and the pose is quite pretty, but as you can tell, the execution wasn't as great. So quite a few paint mistakes there. Pretty basic matte painted nails. Nothing really nice like Alters figures. You can even see that it looks like the top tip of his finger was actually banged against something potentially as it's like rubbed off there. I don't know. I'm not super happy with them, and I've kind of been putting off unboxing them as I was worried something like this would be the case. Here's what they look like from the back. Even his little robe tail here, whatever the heck you want to call this, the ribbon on his robe there, you can see how shoddy the paint job is. You can see where all the lines were like painted out of. The inside of this isn't even painted. Like, it's painted here, and then when it goes to flip underneath, it's just empty there. And you can see how poor the paint job is there too. And when I flipped him over as well, the paint does continue on the other side, but it's just as like low quality. Their hair is okay. It's like a little bit shaded, but for the most part, it feels a tad flat. His robe as well is also on the front painted pretty poorly. There's plenty of issues I have with it. I'm not gonna film too many more just because it's kind of sad to see, and I'm again not super happy with the turnout, but seeing them on for half price, I had to try and get them. And again, I love the concept. Like, the idea is really nice. The art and the pose is quite pretty. With the rings, that idea is super, super sweet. The rings would be nice if they felt, I don't know, maybe a little higher quality. And especially for their original price point, oh my god, I am just shocked that this would be the quality of it and they were asking that price. It's insane to me. Even at half price, I feel like they're not even full-bodied figures, right? So it still feels quite lackluster and disappointing quality-wise. And my other Mega House figures, I would say, are still nicer, like a lot nicer than this. And even those can have some issues as well. But I hear Freeing as a company is still not fully, I don't know, in the swing of things, or their quality is a little iffy. They have a bit of quality control issues. Even my bunny figures from the Dakaratai series, their quality is a little iffy too. Which is really pretty sad because, again, theirs were really expensive. but they didn't look super great in my opinion. Again, concept, idea, great. Execution, not so much. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this gave you some clarity on these figures, let you see how maybe they are not worth the price point, maybe help you decide if you are going to get them, or even if they're still available at this point, I'm not even sure. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll link all of my social media in the description below, along with my affiliate links through CD Japan and Tokyo Taco Mode. Thank you so much for purchasing those links if you have before. I really appreciate it. I get a small commission through those purchases, so thank you guys so much, honestly. I have a bunch of other Code Geass figures, unboxings, and closer looks as well if you want to check those out. Those are just up on my channel, so feel free if you're interested in more Suzaku and Lelouch figures. You can check out my community post if you wanted to see what's going on in my life and why I haven't been posting. Thank you guys again for sticking with me through all of this crazy time, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!